Hi everyone, welcome to Herouxapps podcast number 6, and the first topic is Revo uninstaller. Revo uninstaller, I've used this for a long time, and it's a really great program to manage your programs when you want to uninstall them. See, when you go in Windows, just trying to uninstall a program, you have to go to your control panel, and in programs and features, you have all the programs listed, and you click on one of them and you say uninstall, and what this does, it only uninstalls the folder where the program is installed and all the different files on the system. Now, it does not pick up the registry entries or any kind of TEM folders. So what's good with Revo uninstaller, it will do all this extra stuff that the Windows uninstaller doesn't do. Now, this is a free program. You can find it if you go on my website, and in the search field, just type Revo, and it will, I think there will be only one hit for Revo. There you go. And you can click on Revo uninstaller and follow the link. So I'm gonna open the program, and the interface is quite nice, very graphical. And you have a menu bar on the top, and in the bottom section are all the programs that are installed on your system. And you can change the view. You can just click it and pick it as a list or details. Details is quite nice because it tells you, the size, the version, and the company, and the website. It even has the website of the company, which is a nice feature. And so let's say I want to uninstall a program, and I'm gonna pick, let's say, this one here, Feed for All. I don't want this anymore. I'm going to uninstall it. So it says, are you sure? Sure I am. And it brings up a second screen, and it asks you for the mode that you want to uninstall this program. There are like 4 modes. The first one is the built-in, which is only the application uninstaller, which is exactly like Windows. The second one is a safe mode. It will scan for registry and leftover, but only that are safe to delete. This is quicker too. The moderate is the default one. That's the one I usually use. It will be a little more aggressive, and it will scan the leftover in the registry, but most common places on the hard drive as well. And the advanced one, well, this one I'd be careful. It can actually delete entries that are required for other programs, so that can be a little risky. I would say staying with the default one is good, or even safe. And I'm going to click next, and it will run. The first step is just creating a restore point. So if something happens during the uninstall, you can always restore to an earlier point, which is nice. And once it's done, all right, I'm going to click finish. So it just runs the normal uninstall, as you can see. But the extra comes with the next step, and I'm going to click on next. Now what it does, it will look for registry entries and leftover on the hard drives. So what it does when you install the program, Revo kind of keeps a database and knows where the files are, and so it knows where to look, and it will just go to that location, scan the registry, and uninstall them. Now, depending on how big the program is, it can take a longer time. And what happens is, over time, when you install programs, a bunch of stuff gets written to the registry. And when you uninstall the program, these entries remain in the registry and can, kind of clog up your computer. And it's nice to uninstall, and certainly if you don't need it. And all right, this is complete, and actually it did not find any leftover for this particular program, so that's all right. But let's say you do, you'll see a screen here, and it'll have a list of all the files that it found, and you can just select all and click delete, and it will delete all the registry and the other stuff it found. Sometimes you'll have an error message saying
I could not uninstall certain items. You need to restart the computer in order for me to complete the uninstall. And the program is gone. Now let's look at the menu options, the tool options in the top or on the top. You'll see the Autorun Manager, which is a list of all the files that are starting automatically when Windows start up. So if you want something removed from your startup, let's say I don't want iTunes Helper, I don't want this, and I don't want, let's say, I don't want OpenOffice.org. So you uncheck it. And then as you probably saw on the bottom right here, it says that Revo removed the entry and will not auto run anymore. And let's say if you decide to that you made a mistake and I needed that iTunes helper, well, just go back in this menu and just put the check mark and see iTunes helper is set to auto start. So it's back. So I'm just gonna remove it because I don't really need it. And in the next option menu, the button called options, it's just general options, and the languages, it's certainly available in a lot of languages. And so that's pretty much it. There's one more feature that's kind of nice. It's called a hunter mode. What it is let's say you have I don't know, you have a program, you're not sure where it's coming from, or you want to uninstall it right from the desktop. Well, you see that little target here? Just take it and drag it on the program, and it will tell you, see what the program is. And if I click on it, it gives me the option to uninstall, stop the auto starting, kill the process, kill and delete the process, even open the containing folder, and you can search Google for that specific program. So that's a nice little feature. Also, if you go on the Hunter, if you click on the right click, if you right click on the target of the Hunter mode, you can have the drag and drop mode, which is quite nice. What you do is you take a program. Let's say I'm going to take this one here, which is a game, Call of Duty, and I'm going to drag it right on the folder. And I'm going to say, well, I don't want to uninstall it. I'll say search Google for, and it will open Google, and it will look for Call of Duty World at War. And if I would have picked uninstall, it would have uninstalled the program just by dragging the icon onto the target mode. So that's a pretty cool feature. And that's pretty much it, people. There's the Pro version available, and it has more, I guess, options than this one. But this one works really well for me, and I'm sure it will work really well for you as well. Now, thank you very much for listening and watching, and stay tuned. The next topic is going to be a ESIS partition manager.